adjust your strength and hoping that you can land your star die on the end zone. Hey everyone, it's Pixel Cadet right here. Welcome back to my video. And if you've seen my previous rock, paper, scissors game prototype, this one, you know I've been experimenting with ways to make simple mechanics more fun and interactive. But I feel like there is something that is still missing, and I want a 3D printed feature that wasn't just about rolling dice or just, you know, shaking the box to roll the dice, but also something that requires some skill, some aim, and just the right amount of, you know, dexterity. Not so hard, but still, you know, some slight amount of dexterity or flicking power, you know, those kind of things. And that's why I came up with this new version of the game. And honestly, I think this might be the most fun design yet. And I don't want to explain it so much in words. So I think let's just assemble the box first, and then I'll show you how it works. Now that we successfully assembled the box, we can talk about the gameplay. This is basically a two-player game, and each player gets 4 dice. Let me take them out first. Each player basically get 3 normal dice like so, and 1 star die. And the goal of this game is pretty simple. You need to land your star die in your opponent's end zone. If you land it in the center space, you score 2 points, and if you land it in either of the corner space, you score 1 point. And the first player to reach 7 points wins the game. You can use this dial right here to track your score. If you keep rotating downwards, the score will increase, and whoever gets 7 first, they win the game. So that's basically it. And now I think we can also talk about the turn order and setup. At the start of the game, you can decide who goes first, and you can do that by flipping a coin, roll a die, or play rock, paper, scissors. So let's play rock, paper, scissors, and here you see I win the rock, paper, scissors. And let's say I choose to attack first, then it means the opponent is defending first. And if you are defending first, all you need to do is pull the lever once towards yourself to spin the ability wheel. And this gives you one random defensive ability you can use this turn. And then, as a defending player, you can place 3 normal dice on your side of the board. It means this side, anywhere in these 2 rows basically. And you can also choose which faces point up. So let's see, let's say I want to have it like this. Basically, your job as a defending player is to block the attacker's path. And remember, the star dice cannot be used for defense by default. So only use the 3 normal dice to defend. And now that the defense formation is set up, let's talk about the attacking phase. The attacker's job is to clear path for the star die, and the way we can do it is by placing one of your normal dice anywhere in your end zone and use the launcher to shoot it onto the field. Let me try to do it first. If it lands next to an enemy die orthogonally, not diagonally, resolve a quick rock, paper, scissors battle using the faces on the dice. So if you see here, if you win, you can remove both dice. But let's say if you lose or draw, both dice stays where they are. And if there are 2 more dice sitting orthogonally next to your attacking dice, what you can do is you get to decide which one you want to resolve it with, and a winning dice will triumph any other options. So let's say here, because it's a draw, both dice supposed to stay where they are, but because there is also a scissor die right here that is also orthogonally, it means that you can still win the battle and take those 2 dice away. And now all you need to do left is to repeat this process with all 3 normal dice to clear the path. So let's see if I can flick this again. You see now it's a rock again scissors, and because I lose the rock paper scissors game, it means both dice stays where they are. Let's see if I can flick with this one right here. It's also possible that when you launch your dice, it can goes out of bound, and when it goes out of bound, you need to take that dice away. Now, after you've used all 3 normal dice, it's time to launch your star die. And basically, if it lands in the opponent's end zone, you will score a point. Let's see if I can do that. Oops. If it lands somewhere else on the board, your turn ends with no points scored. But it's also possible that you launch it too strong and it goes out of bounds. It also means that your round ends immediately. So you need to really carefully adjust your strength and hoping that you can land your star die on the end zone like so. And because I managed to land my star dice in the middle end zone, I get to score 2 points. Where is it? 0. So let's say if I start from 0, then I get to score 2 points. With this, your attacking phase ends, and now it's time to switch. Now you need to reset all your dice because we are switching roles. And because now we are the one defending, we need to pull the lever once. I think this is the right time for me to talk about defensive abilities as well. Basically, the ability wheel can give you 3 possible powers. The first one is this one right here, an arrow. An arrow will allows you to move 1 defending die. So what I mean by that is basically, let's say if this is the current defending formation, and then, you know, we manage to get wiped by the enemies like so. You can use this ability once to move your defending die anywhere 1 space orthogonally. Maybe because you want to reinforce this side more, and you can do that. And by the way, any defensive abilities can be done as long as the attacker isn't currently launching, so you can do it in between the launches basically. The next abilities that we have is the diamond. Diamond here basically cancels one winning rock paper scissors result, keeping both dice where they are. What it means basically, let's say if they launch the dice like so and it lands on rock facing upward, technically this dice win the rock paper scissors game, but we can use this ability once to nullify that result. Then by doing so, both dice will still stay where they are. And lastly, the last ability we have is this shield right here. This is pretty interesting because with this shield ability, you can place your star die in one of your end zones as an extra blocker for this turn. So you can place it here to defend that area more. It means that it will be unlikely for this dice to land on this end zone, or you can put it also somewhere in the middle to ensure that, you know, it will block the chance for the attacking star dice to land on that end zone. And yeah, that's basically the defensive abilities that I have. You can only use it once, and you can only use it while the player is not launching. Now I want to use this time to also talk about some special cases. Let's say if an attacking die lands in the opponent's end zone like so, but the attacking die isn't a star die, you need to remove it from play. And the other thing that could happen is, let's say that if your attacking die managed to knock one of the defending die so that it got pushed to the end zone, then you can also take the defending die away. And that's the game. It's part luck, part strategy, part skill or dexterity, and you really need to aim your shots carefully. And yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know what you think about the mechanics, and also if you have any cool name suggestions for the game. As always, kindly leave them in my comment section below, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.